Hi, this is Jim Tom and Cletus here. We're going to talk to you today a little bit about googans. Now, we are through and through googan haters.
Fucking hate googans, dude.
We don't like them. We don't like them much in our fishing holes. Oh, God bless you. And we don't like them much in our spots. Now, we got secret fishing spots, and them googans come over and fish us.
And fish like
the N-word. Like the N-word.
Oh, you could say it. This ain't censored.
No, it's alright. I don't want to be racist or anything, but let me, while I'm on this subject, talk about the blacks.
Those motherfuckers.
Those blacks, man.
Every single one of them are fucking googans.
I can't stand it, the way the water beads off of their hair. I'm sorry,
I didn't see that coming. I couldn't hold in.
I'm sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulties. A plate almost fell over and we had to catch it.
No.
Back to the hair.
The problem was I pictured Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman fishing in the rain. And water just beating on his hair.
We're not laughing about the beating water.
It's just Morgan Freeman's a funny guy.
We're making a soundtrack here and not a video, so you can't see the plate that just almost fell over. We're not laughing about the blacks. But the blacks, oh man, and the Jamaicans who look just like the blacks, you can't tell them apart.
Now listen, I know what this sounds like, but we're purely talking about the fishermen.
Just the fishermen now. We're not being
athletes and the
prejudiced.
gangbangers.
Yeah, we're not being racist. Blacks are good at many things. They're good at the raps. They're good at running.
Like Eminem. He's pretty good.
They're good at sprinting. They're good at football. So, the blacks have their things and the whites have their things.
They're
and
good
one
at
of our
track and field,
things,
too.
listen, I'm trying to tell the people that one of our things is fishing.
That's a good one that we're good at. And we don't have the football anymore. We used to be really good at the football, but the fishing, we got it.
We got the fishing down. And that's for the whites. That's where the whites come in. Because the blacks just have their beady little hair and their stupid skin. And we're not being racist. This is just life. We've got to deal with it just like you do. Okay? And the Asians, oh
my God, they keep illegal fish. Every time I go out fishing, I seen this one Asian dude take a trout. It was 10 inches. I was like, yo, you gotta throw that back. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna use it for shark bait.
Shark bait?
Yeah.
What?
He said shark bait.
I can't.
I was like, are you kidding me?
I can't imagine. You know what the slot size is on a trout? Tell these folks what the slot size is on a trout.
It ain't no 10 inches, I can tell you that.
15 inches.
It's about 15.
These people are keeping 10-inch little fish that can grow up and be big and strong one day for somebody to eat, and they're using it as shark bait. This is a game fish, people.
It is. It's something you take home and eat when it's big enough. You can't take it home and eat it when it's 10 inches.
Amen, Jim Tom. Tell the people.
There's not enough meat on it. There's no point in even doing it.
There's not. It's just ridiculous. They're mullet-eating, slanty-eyed, can't talk English people. This is America. You need to abide by our laws.
That's right. You can't just come over here and You can eat a pinfish, but that's gross. But you can't just come over here and eat 10-inch trout.
I couldn't believe it.
Or throw them out on a shark line.
It's just crazy.
With your little balloon. What was he thinking? Trying to catch shark and tarpon with that thing. And then he had the nerve to smoke weed in the open and then try to hit a bird with his weight.
He tried to listen to him. Listen to Jim Tom here, people. He's not fibbing.
BSing.
Yeah, he's telling you the truth.
He sat there and cast at him about 6 times, straight up in the air.
To catch a fucking bird.
A great blue heron. He doesn't even know what a great blue heron is. He probably just saw a duck.
Yeah, man.
He wanted some duck.
It's stupid. There ain't no fucking duck up there. That's a seabird, man. You can't be throwing your hooks at seabirds. What kind of googan piece of shit N-word do you think you are?
He's an Asian.
God, I hate the Asians. And then the Mexicans, let me get you started on the Mexicans.
Those cocky motherfuckers. They think they can do anything. They have no courtesy whatsoever. They just cast straight over your line, and then they blame it on you and don't tell you, and then they pull your line in and cut it.
Amen. That's what I'm saying.
He did it that one night. I saw him.
I know.
And I told you.
You saw him, and you told me about it, and I took out my big-ass buck knife, and what did I do?
You walked right over there and cut his shit off.
I cut his line.
While he was being a bitch in his car because it was raining.
Yeah, because it was raining, so he made me go out there with my buck knife and cut his line off because he fucking motherfucker cut my goddamn line. I could not believe it. I had to retie my uni to uni knot in the fucking rain, nonetheless. This fucking
When that guy's
Mexican
fishing with fucking 3/0 swivels and a 12/0 hook and a 4-ounce weight. That's what he was fishing with.
God.
And he had a big old chunk of ladyfish on there, too big for any of those fish to eat.
God damn,
it was
Mexican.
I saw him. He caught like a 27-inch ladyfish and cut the head off.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but you better be able to catch a tarpon with that or something. I think he was fishing with snapper. He was trying to catch snapper.
And he's fishing for a goddamn snapper with a fucking bonefish head on there. Stupid googan.
Stupid googans.
Let me get you started on the Michigans.
Michigans. Oh, those motherfuckers shouldn't even come down with fishing poles. They come down and buy a fucking $100 setup and just drop it in the sand like it's the grass or something.
Like you could just leave it in the grass.
You could. But no, you gotta drop it in the sand and insult my sport.
I can't believe you would salt a sport like that, man. You don't do that to a $100 reel no matter who paid for it. That's just wrong. It's un-American.
It is. It's Michigan.
Stupid Michigans.
Michigans, Mexicans, Africans, and Asians. Oh, what about them fucking Indians?
Indians? Well, I've never seen an Indian fish.
I don't think I've seen an Indian fish before either.
But we just don't like the Indians.
You know what? I would assume that they'd be googans too if they did fish.
I would assume so.
Every other N is a googan.
Yeah, every other N. You got the Africans, the Michigans, the Mexicans, the Jamaicans.
That's what we meant by the N earlier, by the way. The N's.
The Michigan. Just like that Lansing.
Lansing. Oh my God, with their lake.
Stupid
Are you kidding
lake.
me? Who wants to catch a bass?
You're gonna come down here and tell me about some goddamn bass.
No,
I don't care about your bass. Come on, man. You're in the ocean, buddy.
Good grief. I just laughed in his face. He wants to come over here and chit-chat. And I'm just like, dude, stop end fishing my spot.
I know. He's in fishing. He is in fishing my friend's spot. I could not believe it. And then he wants to chit-chat his ear off.
And he wants to ask me for tips and how do you catch a snook in salt water. I'm like, they rarely ever go in freshwater. They just go there to spawn stuff. And then I'm like, you ain't going to catch it in freshwater anyways. Of course you're going to catch it in salt water.
You're from Michigan, buddy. We don't have time for you.
Yeah, we don't. We gotta deal with the Africans that live here.
We gotta deal with the damn Africans.
Asians. You know what? Them Asians. I know you already said it, but I can't even get over these Asians that catch every fish and keep it. This Asian caught one day before open season on snook. He caught a 22-inch snook. And he's like, do you care if I keep it? And I was like, yeah, I care if you keep it. I'm going to call the FWC on you if you keep that.
So what
That's
you do?
illegal.
Did you call the FWC?
No, he didn't keep it. I made him throw it back.
Oh, good.
I manned up. I was not my nice guy at that point.
I'm glad that little Asian listened to you.
Oh, I did call the FWC on this kid that was spearfishing. He was white. He was a white googan. He was spearfishing.
Googan.
Spearfishing for snook.
Oh my God.
He fucking spearfished a snook, and I called the FWC right then and there.
Here, let me ask you
I
something.
didn't give him a chance.
Let me ask you something. And scientifically, how do you measure a fish that's swimming in the goddamn water?
You can't. It's depth perception underwater.
You can't measure
You can't do it.
So how do you know what slot he is?
He was just a googan, didn't know what he was doing. I had to call the FWC, and he got fined. He got his fishing pole taken away, and I bet if he had a truck, he would have got that taken away. But he was walking. He got his bike taken away. That's what it was. He got his bike taken away.
I can't believe it, man. A white guy is just messing it up for us.
You know, there are a couple white googans.
I don't know of any.
Paul, he's a white googan.
Paul is a googan.
And then that kid, you should have kicked him in his face for trying to catch them sand fleas and
from Lansing.
Yeah, the Michigan. He was running near your line catching them sand fleas.
Okay, so here we're not going to be racist here. There is a couple white googans.
I think if we caught them and taught them how to fish, they wouldn't be googans anymore. We could weed out all the white googans.
And there's only a couple of them.
We found them.
We know
we did
who
find
they
the
are.
black guy, though. He was good.
What black guy?
The one on the bridge catching the black drum.
I don't remember a black. Oh, the black drum.
The bridge net.
The black guy.
He was good, but there's no other black good.
Oh, man. He was a good fisherman.
I hope they don't take over our sport.
So there's one. No. There's just one. There's one.